My PhD, you are rightly said, was design and development a fighter for India, by India. Okay. I never
So,
thought
what
at
do
that
you
time.
like?
I never thought at that time I will be asked to do the job.
I was not able to see why we can't do it. But then everybody else was thinking it cannot be done.
It must be a very proud moment for you because this is a defense service's biggest order for an aircraft that you have designed. Gives you a deep sense of satisfaction.
Yeah, I'm very happy because it's a major order and the largest order that HL has so far received in its history. And it's a order not on a licensed aircraft but on an indigenously designed and developed aircraft. Okay, so it's an important thing and a very important occasion, not only for HL, for ADA, for the country.
Tejas has been inducted in IAF earlier as well. So, what has been
Yeah,
the
yeah.
feedback from that? What has been? How is it faring now?
I thought the feedback has been pretty good, and the interaction between the Air Force team and the LCA design team is extremely good. And there is a interface whereby the what you call any issue, any problem is thoroughly looked into, analyzed, and action is taken. Okay. And also, they have brought in a system whereby all problems, major or minor, are analyzed. Okay. So, and the amount of flying that Indian Air Force has done with LCA is extraordinary. The fact that they are able to fly so extensively shows the aircraft is available, ready, and the problems are not of a nature where aircraft will be grounded. Okay. And even the initial aircraft that they were supplied with the what you call IOC software, that also has been upgraded to FOC software. Okay, it's very important because in IOC you are limited by the amount of G factor that you can fly and all. But with the final operational clearance software, there are no limits. Okay, you can go up to the maximum value, and the pilot can what you call exploit the aircraft to the limit. The technologies are mature, the systems and processes are mature, and the confidence levels, both for the people who are designing, people who are manufacturing, people who are going to operate, the confidence levels are very, very high.
Should government look at speeding up funding for these as well?
I do believe that we have to accelerate the process of funding. I do feel it should be done, and we must strengthen the organization. We have to accept that when you take more projects, more people are required. Okay, and that should be done. The core team must be strong enough. I think that is what needs to be done. Funding should be done without any loss of time, and once you do that, then the problem of technology, problem of infrastructure is no longer there. Now what you need is more people and more money, and you will be able to do the whole lot of things. Earlier, it was a capability development. Now it is capacity. Okay, and with this tier 1, tier 2 partner, the capacity is also has increased. And I do believe that we should be able to meet not only India's own requirement, but we should also be in a position to supply and support any exports.
We have to make a very, what you call, high temperature, high strength material. We have to bend in a very particular way in the aircraft for air conditioning system in the aircraft. Our engine factory, everywhere we tried, nobody could do that. There was one small scale industrial fellow sitting in Bombay. I came to know from my friends from ISRO that fellow can do the job. Okay, so I went to him, and then he saw the drawing, he saw the thing. He says, "हम कर देंगे." Then I said, "हमको facility तो दिखा." He says, "नहीं, I cannot show you my facility, but I can do the job for you. If you have confidence in me, you leave it with me." I had no option but to have confidence because we were not able to do. I left with him. He said 4 weeks, but it took longer time. But when he came, gave us the part, impeccable quality.
What are your personal learnings from the LCA?
what my biggest learning is, extraordinary talent is available in India in its small and medium scale industries. And it is there lot of innovation is occurring, lot of, and they also take bigger risks. I have always found the smaller industries take bigger risks than the big industries. Okay, and I have also seen that people we have one or two rooms, they do wonders. Okay, right from bulbs to cables to switches to many things, all have been done by small and medium scale industries only. And they are not only sustained, they have also started exporting. Okay, that is what I feel happy about it. And I think we now, with the new emphasis on the startups, our technology technology growth will increase faster. Okay, the growth will be faster.
40 years ago, when you were doing your PhD in IIT, I believe your thesis subject was how to make India's first fighter jet.
Correct.
So, maybe the and over now.
Yeah. My PhD, you are rightly said, was design and development of fighter for India, by India. Okay, I never thought at that time. I never thought at that time I will be asked to do the job. Also now developed a new generation 19-seater aircraft, and our desire is to now design a 19-seater regional transport aircraft, fighter aircraft, transport aircraft. It is a turboprop, where India has the big market. India is the biggest market for regional turboprop. The existing turboprops are pretty old, at least 3 decades old technology. I thought this is a nice window, a nice sweet spot for India to take the lead. So we are working now. I hope we will get the right funding and we'll be able to make it. Then what we have done earlier in military, we'll be able to do in civil. So aviation, both civil and military, must grow. And then only the country gets the benefit of prosperity. That is what we are looking forward to.